It's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and jail to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary, 'cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
to anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. The world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid. But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee. A fwit-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Adventures waiting further down the road. Let's go! Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-da-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-da-da-lie-da-lie.
Hello, friends. Welcome to Flash Phantasmagoria. I'm calling this one Short-Term Solutions. You'll see why in a moment. First, we're going to thank our sponsors. Our friends 3D2U, who are personal friends of mine. Amy has really cool hair. You should check out her stuff. 3D2U.org. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at 3D2U. They do 3D printed like dice boxes and game things, and they've done like pins and all kinds of cool stuff. They've done dragons. They had a dragon forge at one point, which was really cool. So definitely check them out on social media. You can also find them at many local New Jersey-ish festivals that'll be coming up, specifically the New Jersey Renaissance Fair, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be at Sparta. I think they're going to be, and that's in September. I think they're going to be at the, what's the little one that New Jersey does in like the end of April? I can't think of it off the top of my head, but yeah, we're probably going to be at that one. Definitely check out their awesome stuff. They make a lot of really cool things. Also going to thank Destination D&D, destinationdnd.com. In July, they are having their next tour to the castle that is pictured right here. That is Muncaster Castle in England. If you are interested, you should definitely go to destinationdnd.com and register. We also have our annual trip to New Orleans that'll be happening in November of 2025. So definitely check into that as well. If you like D&D, if you like going to cool places, you should definitely check this out. Also, I wrote a book, which makes me qualified to do this show. So this is a book called Dread. I've written two, actually. So my second book, Dread, Unnerving Tales and Poetry for Dark Nights, I released in October of 2024. Super proud of it. I personally love the artwork that is available for all of the different pieces that went in there. My friend Devin Borkowski is that was the thing I need to come up with. I need to get advertising from her. My friend Devin Borkowski is an amazing artist from the Rappahannock tribe of the, I think, New Jersey, Virginia area. And she does all of these drawings. They're just spectacular. They make the book stand out so much, and I love it. So definitely check that out if you can. Dread, available on Amazon. And then I've hit the wrong button. There we go. Hi. And then I'm back. Okay. So I'm calling this short-term solutions. Okay. I don't like wearing glasses. They actually hurt my head over time. Like, I get minor headaches from it. Nothing bad. So I just take them off every once in a while. But because I am not home, and because right before I left to come down here in January, right before I left to come down to Florida in January, I checked in with my optometrist, and they said they are no longer doing contacts appointments. They're only doing appointments for glasses. So I was going to have to find a brand new optometrist to find an appointment to do contacts. I am now stuck with my very last pair of contacts, and I have to wear glasses during the week. Otherwise, my contacts won't be comfortable long enough for me to continue to wear them until I can get contacts. And now I have to do that down in Florida, probably at like a Walmart, which is no big hassle. It's frustrating. And I feel like a lot of this is indicative of a lot of other things that are happening in the world. So that's why I'm calling them the short-term solutions. That there are solutions we can find right now that aren't going to fix the problem long-term, but are at least going to deal with the situation for the time being. And especially, I feel like in the Ren Fair world, we get a lot of those. Like, okay, so there's a carillon, right? Which is awesome. This amazing instrument that's the size of this living room, that is made up of bells, and it's huge, and it's loud. It's just loud. It's a carillon. It's going to be loud, like church bells loud. And we have to strategically design shows around that so that no one's shows are getting blown out by this giant instrument full of bells. So you're trying to find, okay, we're going to start with this solution for this weekend, see how it goes. Did it work? No. Okay. Moving things around again. All right. How about this solution? Does this solution work for these problems? No, but it was better than last time. So we can keep moving forward. And this is kind of where I'm getting at, that there are there are things that you have to just deal with. Thank you. Thank you, London, for saying that these are cute glasses. I do like these glasses. They're really nice, but they just hurt my head. They hurt my ears after a point. Anyway. Finding temporary solutions to long-term problems is a useful thing in creativity as well, because you're going to find when you sit down and you're writing something, or you're going back and editing something, or you are working on a piece of art and you accidentally do something that you weren't supposed to do, you're going to be like, oh my God, seriously, do I have to start over? No. I advocate that you don't start over. You work with what you got. It's not going to be the thing that you wanted it to be initially, but it could be something else that's just as cool. And there are even, when I was a kid, I used to just write random pieces of poetry on scraps of paper. And then I'd go back through them and I'd be like, God, some of this is awful. But I would find a sentence or maybe a phrase that I was like, okay, no, this is actually worth it. I'm glad I spent the time practicing. 80% of the time, I'll toss this out. But there's a 20% chance that something that I made is actually worthwhile and creative and interesting. So today I just wanted to practice, I don't want to call it like mediocrity, but short-term solutions for long-term problems. For me today, I am going to go back to a piece that I wrote in 2024 on this channel, and see if I can edit it into something that I actually like. There are a lot of things that I wrote last year through this channel that I was just like, ugh. But part of it is practice. You're not going to get things right the first time. So practicing is important. And part of it is, different challenge. Okay, now I'm going to see if I can can you polish a turd? And apparently, according to Mythbusters, yes, you can. Or can you extract from something that you feel has no value, something worthwhile? Find a short-term solution of like, well, God, I feel depressed because I haven't written anything really cool lately. No. Okay. Maybe you haven't done anything really cool, but maybe you wrote something that was okay that you can look at with a new perspective and make into something that's a lot better. And maybe it doesn't go anywhere, but at the very least, you're practicing, trying to come up with a solution for a problem. Long term, the problem is probably just more practicing. But short term, editing works. So that's what we're going to try to do today. And I highly recommend that to all of you. Now, obviously, London last week made bread. So I don't think that you can edit bread. But you can probably do something to a piece that you've written in the past, or something that you've done before that you were dissatisfied with. I'm going to pick something random from my 2024 document and see if there's anything cool that I can come up with. Interesting. I've got some ideas. Okay. Also, we are closing in on Valentine's Day. I believe it's tomorrow. And unfortunately, my husband has been sick. He's had a cold. Thank goodness it's just a cold. So he's not been feeling well enough to do anything. And normally I would organize like, okay, I'll have a babysitter come by and then we can go out and have a date, or we can go out and have some fun times just as adults, like going to see the new Captain America movie, which I would definitely like to see at some point. But unfortunately, because he's sick, I don't want to expose my community to a random illness. So we are continuing to isolate until the weekend. And he's mostly over it, which is great. And neither myself nor my daughter have gotten sick so far. So we're doing okay. So the solution, the temporary solution, the short-term solution is working, but it's still not my favorite solution in the world. Thank you, London. Yeah, he's doing okay. He's all right. He's just, colds suck. Now he's just in the sniffly phase. Anyway, so Valentine's Day, the reason why I brought that up is today I am sharing some music from, this is called Love and Romantic, royalty-free music. This one is called Rustic Ballad. Let me pop that up on the screen, and I will get the information that is down here in the comments. Rustic Ballad by Alexander Nakarada. Cool. It is not as long as some of the other ones that I've used in the past. This is only 3 minutes and 40 seconds, so we're going to have a little bit of hang time at the end. What we're going to do is, let me get my dang phone. Hold, please. My phone is charging. There we go, that's better. Okay. 5 minutes, putting 5 minutes on my phone. I am going back through something I had previously written, but have not edited since. A temporary solution, a short-term solution for a long-term problem of just continuing to write better and putting in the effort. So we're going to see what happens today, and we're going to see if it ends up being cooler than it was before. So 5 minutes on the clock, playing some slightly romantic music for Valentine's Day. And we're going to get started. So, okay, good luck. still have a minute.
When you write,
Oh, shut up. Keep going. Okay, that was 5 minutes. And I can't spell the word abandonment. D-O-N. There it is. Okay. So I took a piece that I wrote from, thank you. I took a piece that I wrote from 2024, back in May of 2024. And changed it up. I don't feel like I need to share the original version, but I have 2 different versions of it, and I need to make it bigger so I can actually read it. Stupid glasses. Anyway. Okay, so the edited version goes, "It's been so long since I've been back here. The decay is clear. Decades of abandonment will do that to a bridge. Yet, in spite of recent storms, the bridge stands, a random bridge in the woods that used to have a purpose. The old rock circle where we'd make legal fires, the needles left behind by junkies. It's all still here, even after the rain. I thought it would be so much clearer by now. In the recesses of the bridge, against a wall coated with lime, is a crate. It's relatively intact for the runoff that's rushed through here since yesterday. Did it get lodged against a rock during the storms? It's big enough to fit someone inside. I vaguely wonder if I should climb in. It won't be any safer in there than it is out here. I wouldn't be prepared for big changes, even if the crate was warm and dry. And for once, I'm glad I stepped out of my comfortable house and came back down here to see that the journey happened, even if it doesn't feel different." I like that one. That's cool. Better than it was. That's all the further I needed to get. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope those of you who celebrate have a really awesome Valentine's Day. I hope that you find your Valentines in whatever you want to find them in, whether that's your book Valentine with a unknown character. Not an unknown. No, you know what I'm going to do for Valentine's Day? I'm going to dig back up my favorite archive of our own stories and read some of the stuff that I really like that's just ridiculously romantic and stupid. And I'm going to enjoy that today, but I have to charge my iPad in order to do that. I'm going to take a quick moment to thank all of our sponsors, including myself. I wrote a book. It's called Dread. I wrote 2 books, actually. There's another book called Dare, which is also really awesome, which you should check out. But it doesn't have the illustrations that Dread does. And I'm hoping that moving forward, I will continue to have illustrations. Also want to thank Destination D&D. We have 2 tours coming up. One is for Muncaster Castle. That's in July. And then, November, we'll be in New Orleans running some games. So that should be fun. So if you're into D&D in random destinations, then you should definitely check out Destination D&D. Also thanking our friends at 3D2U, who are personal friends of mine, who do some really amazing 3D crafts. You should definitely check them out, 3d2u.org. And I think tonight on the channel, there's random channel stuff that's happening tonight. I don't think Ansa's doing Ansa isn't doing tarot readings because she's on vacation with Paolo. Yeah, show of the week. Show of the week is happening tonight. I don't know necessarily what it is, but we always have a show on Thursdays, and we have let me see if did I load that at some point? Yeah. Here's all the cool stuff that's on the channel. Modern Mondays with Lady Prudence, although I believe she's dark. Yes, she is dark this coming week because she is working on President's Day Monday. Tuesdays, Sonnets with Shakespeare at 10 a.m. Then we have our Nat 21 Adventures Presents at 8. Wednesdays, Crafting with the Crew, and also Gothic Horror Gaming. Then Thursday is me and Show of the Week. And I know there's an AMA coming up for all of our Patreon people. So definitely get ready for that if you are doing things. Oh, yay. And the Grand Saints game is next Thursday. Okay. Very cool. Yeah, that's all I got for today. Thank you for coming in and having some short-term solutions with me. Long-term problems can be dealt with by short-term solutions until you can see the bigger picture and figure out what the ultimate goal is. And sometimes that takes way longer than you've ever thought it was going to take. And sometimes the temporary solution you came up with is better than the long-term solution you were thinking of. But it is okay to create a stopgap between the final goal and destination and the way things are right now. Short-term solutions are valid, and at least it's a step forward. It's not the full journey forward, but it's a step forward, and that's worth it. So I hope you take that to heart, and happy Valentine's Day, and have a good day. Bye.